So this is me entering the ring to have my first boxing match against a way more experienced fighter who's had 4 previous fights. But how did I end up in this position? Let me explain. So about 3 weeks ago, I made a video training and eating like Mike Tyson for 24 hours. And after the last boxing session of the day, I was having a chat with some of the lads from the club. And one of the lads had only been training boxing for literally 2 weeks. And he was stepping in the ring. And honestly, that inspired me to take action and take this boxing match, as I've been training about a year on and off in about 3 different gyms. And the only way I was going to get some real fight experience was actually stepping in the ring. So I literally just decided on the day to sign up and say I want to fight. So my coaches managed to find me an opponent pretty quick. He was 88 kg, I was 90 kg, as I've been bulking for ages now, and we were allowed a 2 kg difference, so this was good. So there was only 3 weeks to the event, so I had 3 weeks to get in the best shape I could. Week 1 was great. I was getting used to the camp, training hard, training 3 times for the club I was fighting for, and 2 times a week for a white collar boxing fight that I'll be fighting on later on this year. I was running about 2-3 times a week, which I found out later on that this wasn't enough. I wanted to lose some weight so I could become fitter, faster, because to be honest, I'm pretty clunky at 90. Me and my mates also made sure to do a lot of sparring sessions, but these boxers were a lot less experienced than me and lighter than me, so this wasn't the best experience for me, but it was better than no sparring. However, the first week I also took on a challenge, surviving in London for 24 hours with no money. I did end up staying up all night. We had a little sleep. This completely messed up my sleeping schedule, so that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do in the weeks of training, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys. So the second week I managed to knock off 2 kg. I was at 88 kg already, and this was due to a lot of fitness in the first week, cutting off mainly breads, lowering my portions of carbs and upping the fitness, and this seemed to help a lot. I also stopped taking creatine, but I felt like I could still lose more. I also managed to get some rounds in with some more experienced boxers, which was some great experience for me. However, that session made me realise you don't play boxing. That was some hard shit. I've never been rocked that many times in a session, but it's good. It's only a game. It's game time though. I also bought a new book, Jack Dempsey's Explosive Punching and Aggressive Defense. Honestly, in camp, I didn't read as much as I should have, but I did learn a few good things in this book. So I recommend this if you're gonna box. But most of my time was spent training, editing, or just doing some type of work, and I kind of disregarded my usual self-improvement habits, which I should have kept in. So the 11th of October was actually my birthday. I had a nice cheap meal with my family, enjoyed my day. I also got tickets to the KSI event, which was on the 14th of October. This was honestly a phenomenal event. 2 of my favourite things, boxing and YouTube, put together. I saw so many YouTubers, influencers. However, after the event finished, there was no trains home, so I literally had to do another 24-hour challenge. But this one, it was on my own, in the dark. I literally just shadow boxed in a random car park on my own. And yeah, I got home about 10 AM. This also added to the ruined sleeping schedule. So week 3, I finally found out who I was fighting. Build up to the fight, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was going to be. I was feeling sharp, I was feeling fit, and I honestly believed in my skills. And I knew this guy had had 1 fight and won, so he was around the same level, but I was just confident in my own abilities. Nevertheless, the 3rd week I actually weighed in 87 kg, so I dropped 3 pounds from the first week, which was brilliant. I was looking much leaner, feeling fitter. I've also got a mate who's hosting a music event, and I filmed a little video for him, and he found some spare boxing boots lying around and gave them to me, and they were so much better to boxing. They were lighter, they're designed to boxing, so perfect size for me, 9 as well. So yeah, these helped out a lot. So a week before the fight, we were meant to have a face-off, but my opponent didn't turn up, unfortunately. So yeah, I didn't know what to take from this. Just carried on training and going with the flow. It's 10 o'clock, had a nice trim. I just want to get in that ring. They're going to get some sleep now, rest as much as I can. Peanut butter and strawberries and milk. A champ's breakfast, so let's devour this. Leaving now, it's time. However, when I walked in the venue, my coach told me my opponent had actually pulled out. So this was a huge bummer. I'd be training all this time just for my opponent to pull out. But luckily, there was another match that was meant to be taking place, and his opponent pulled out. So he was also 88 kg, and they just matched us up against each other. The only problem was this guy was much more experienced than me, and he'd had 4 previous fights, so it was going to be a tough one. But I went to the venue to fight, and that's all I wanted to do, and put on a show for my lads who had paid money to come there. So before the fight, I changed into my gear and had some Prime, because it's got some caffeine in, energised me before the fight. I started warming up. I was so excited this time, but I didn't feel nervous, but I think I was more ready and excited to just get in the ring and
Here we go then, it's round one.
So I actually believe I won that round, but I used way too much energy. My defence was looking good and I was throwing punches. However, I was making two crucial mistakes. Dropping my head and not pacing myself. But I'm definitely going to work on this for my next fight. Nevertheless, we were on to round two. So I held my own this round, but it was getting tough. I was thinking, what the f***? I don't remember boxing being this hard. Stepping in the ring going 100% is nothing like sparring. And I did take a few big hits this round, but you don't really feel them with the adrenaline. Anyway, my tank was pretty much empty, and I was going into the last two rounds with everything I had left.
Round three.
Bro, this is your round!
Keep eyes on it.
seconds.
This round I got a few hits in, but honestly I was just surviving. When you got no gas left, it feels like you're punching in a dream.
Fourth and final round.
He's gassing!
Well done! Get in! Jump stuff!
Keep it up that corner! Keep it
What a fight, honestly. Even though I was just eating punches at the end, I loved every second of it, and I definitely learnt a lot.
Boxers in the central ring, please. We have a unanimous decision. Both judges score the contest in favour of your winner. Fighting out of the blue corner, Cuttle.